Okay, now we need some shelter. Again, I'm just holding these torches. Now we came upon some stone. So I'm going to wheel over to a more powerful tool, that wooden pickaxe. And I'm just going to come in here and using my left mouse button, start to hack away at this stone. If you can create yourself some shelter from the monsters, hopefully you'll survive your first night. Alright, I'm going to come back out here, and we have been really lucky that we haven't encountered any bad guys. There's our moon. This is a cloud, and clouds always move north. So remember that while you're exploring. Okay, I came back out here because I want to take in this crafting table. So I'm just going to use my pickaxe and left click the crafting table. You could also use your hand or basically any tool you wanted to. I'm going to plop this crafting table right in the corner. Right click. I'm going to wheel over to my torches, and on the wall behind the table I'm going to right click. Okay, so out here we place the torch on the ground. In here we placed it on the wall. You can't do it on the ceiling. See that? It ended up popping it on the wall. If you don't want it on the wall, you point at it and left click. It'll take it down. Alright? Okay, I'm going to come back to my crafting table. I'm going to right click. We've still got a fair amount of wood, so let's make something new. I'm going to left click to pick all of them up, and right clicking I'm going to put a wooden plank in the first two columns of the crafting area. It allows us to create a door. I'm going to put that down in my hands. Hit the escape key, wheel over, come back out to our little opening, and we want the door to sit in the frame that's here. So I'm just going to point right at the ground, right click, it places the door. To open the door, you just left click. Walk into the room, turn around with the mouse, left click to close the door. We are now perfectly safe from the monsters. Alright, we've got a little bit of time left before morning comes, so let's see what else we can create. I'm going to right click on the crafting table, and I'm noticing I've got some cobblestone. That's that stone that was in the cave that we used the pickaxe to hack away at it. I'm going to left click to pick them all up, and this time I'm going to right click all the way around the outside of the crafting square. This allows us to create a furnace. You will achieve various things in this game as you build. You may have seen it pop up here in a second. Okay? This furnace is going to allow us to cook meat that we find, or to smelt iron or gold that we find later in the game. Okay? Alright, we're just going to wait for daylight. If we take a look at the bottom of the screen again, the hearts that you see are your health. Alright, all the hearts means you're fully healthy. As you start to take damage, whether it's being attacked by a bad guy, or possibly drowning a little bit from being underwater too long, or perhaps falling from a height that was a little too high for safety, you'll start to take damage. When you get down to 2 or less hearts, that whole row starts to shake. And that's kind of a neat way of the program telling you, you better fix up your health or you're going to die. If you die, or actually, when you die, because no matter how hard you try, you will die in this game. It will respawn you in the same place that you were originally placed when you created the world. Now there's a neat way to reset your spawn point. And while we're waiting for the rest of daylight, I would like to show you how we could do that. Going back to our tools, I had commented that you could use the wheel on your mouse to change which tool you were holding. You can also use the numbers on the keyboard. The first slot is the number 1. The last slot is the number 9. So my pickaxe is in number 1. So I'm going to press 1, and I want to expand out my little house. And what I would like to do is to create a little bedroom. One of the things that we can create or craft is a bed. And beds in this program allow us to reset our spawn location. So now we've got a neat little area big enough for a bed. Now while we're talking, do you hear that noise? That's one of the bad guys. That noise is a zombie. So before we go outside and introduce ourselves, let's create a sword. 1 stick in the bottom, 2 planks right above. Now he sounds like he's about to die. Alright, that's number 5 in our bottom. Oh, he just died. So we had our sword, but as it turns out, we didn't need to use it. Come on. It won't turn. How come our door won't open? There it goes. Let's see. If we come outside, anybody else want to introduce himself? I guess not. Well, up here, do you see this little white thing? If we walk up here and use our spacebar to jump up here, we'll notice it's a feather. Okay? Feathers are what zombies give you when they die. Zombies and skeletons burn up in daylight. That guy right there is a creeper. Creepers do not burn up. Creepers are incredibly powerful bad guys. We're going to left click on him. Look at that. Notice our hearts have gone down a little bit. And look at the amount of damage that creeper explosion just inflicted. Be very careful around creepers. Alright, I'm going to leave that damage alone because the last thing I would like to show you is how to make a bed. But in order to make a bed, we need to find one of the friendly monsters or friendly mobs. Now I keep jumping from places that are a little too high for me, and that's not a safe thing to do. I'm pressing the letter F to give me a little bit more fog, which will hopefully make it easier to move. Here's what I was looking for. I'm going to press the 2, where those baby trees are. There I go again, jumping from where I shouldn't. If you walk up to a sheep, he's friendly. He won't attack you. He won't hurt you. If you click him, left click him, you'll shear the sheep and he'll give you cloth or wool. So that was 2. Well, to create the bed, we need 3. So I'm going to click, let's come over to this guy. He's already up here. I'm going to click this guy. He gave us 2 as well. Sometimes you'll get 1, sometimes you'll get 3. Now, if I kept clicking him, I could kill him. If I don't kill him, Eventually, he'll get more wool, and we'll have additional wool for later. Now look at that. That guy gave me 3. Okay, so now I'm going to come back up this little mountain because our little house was over here on the other side. Okay, look at this. Remember, that was from the creeper. And we're going to come inside. There's our crafting bench. Close your door behind you. You don't want anybody surprising you. Right-click your crafting table. And to make a bed, you want to put planks in the bottom and directly above blocks of cloth. There's a bed. I'm going to put it over here. That's the number 9 position. Escape gets you out of the crafting area. Now to do a bed, you want to place it somewhere enclosed, and you want to put some light around it. So our torches are number 4. I like to put a torch on both sides of my bed. Okay, tonight when it gets dark, I'm going to point at the pillow and right-click my mouse. Notice it says we can only sleep at night. So when night rolls around, that's the first thing I'm going to do is go to sleep. I said a second ago, going to sleep will reset your spawn point, meaning that when you die, again, not if, but when you die, you'll respawn or reappear in this world right next to your bed, which for us is inside of a very secure, safe location. Okay, that's all I'm giving you for this episode. Welcome to Minecraft. I hope you survive your first night. Bye-bye.